welcome back to our podcast. This is VOD number 3, and today we have a special segment that we're going to call Fan Fumble, where we have a guest speaker come in and he's going to sit with us and talk with us and tell us what he wants to talk about. So today on Fan Fumble, we have Josh, a good family friend. Welcome to the show, Josh.
Welcome guys.
Welcome.
What's good? What's good?
All right, Josh, you can take over now. What's your topic of the day?
Okay, so the topic for today is for everyone. Just speak on growing up in a two-parent household versus not growing up in a two-parent household, and how it affected your lives or how it didn't affect your life.
I think almost everybody grew up in a two-parent household, so it's really hard to talk about one-parent households, right?
Nah.
How about we start with one then? Jeremiah, you said you started for one, right?
Damn. Yeah. Yeah, I grew up in a completely broken household. How was it?
Well, how it affected what you bring to the relationship. So, like, you can give examples on what you seen in the relationship that you said, oh, this will definitely not happen in any relationship I'm in, or this is something that'll definitely happen in a relationship that I get in.
Well, I think more for me, it wasn't about the relationship. It was more about not having a father. I mean, I'm a statistic or whatever, but I just told myself that I would never leave my children, no matter what, And then, I mean, as I became an adult, I started to realize that, okay, maybe I lacked confidence, or maybe certain things that I see in myself that I'm like, okay, maybe it would have been different if I grew up in a stable household with both parents. But so I think even me and Delessa we have our difference, okay, was noticeable to me, because I would say stuff like, okay, since we have these kids, no matter what, we got to make this work for the kids. And her standpoint would be like, it doesn't matter if we have kids. Like, if we're not happy together, we shouldn't be together. So I think that's definitely one of the major differences. So, I mean, I think as we elaborate more, maybe I could input more, because I can see how it was for y'all, and I can just give y'all the contrast. How about that?
So next, can Delessa go, and then MJ, seeing as they grew up in the same parent household, and let's just talk about how they differentiate. Like, MJ might have seen things one way, and she might have seen things another way.
Oh, I seen things way different from her.
Definitely,
It was way different. Hell,
we have completely different experiences. We did grow up in the same household, but my experience is completely different from what MJ remembers. We talk about it all the time. But see, my brothers think I was spoiled, but I was not, because I had everything. Like, if I got something, they got something. I was the only girl for a while, so that's why they think I was spoiled, but I was not spoiled. Anyways, growing up in a two-parent household.
That's the norm, though, right?
What?
Two-parent household is just, it's hard to really say. Never mind, but it's hard to really, because that's your norm. So it's like,
I mean, not really. Let me go there, because I saw stuff in our parents. So I was like, I would never bring this into my relationship. And sometimes I catch myself acting like my father, and I say I don't want to act like. Well, first off, my dad's a good dude. He's a good man. He raised us right. But at the end of the day, he had his own problems, right? I feel like our house was too much of a dictatorship. It was his way or the house. That's it. I mean, one time, 16, 17 years old, two girls trying to holler at me and Shaq. He said, oh, no, they ain't in bed. At 10 o'clock, 16, 17 year old got bedtime. What? Like, that type of stuff like that, bro. Like, dictatorship. We have to be in the bed at 10 o'clock. He's 17 years old. So, like, I saw stuff like that. Well, what else? We never get, like, I feel like I could never go straight to him and ask him stuff, because if I do, it's always been an attitude. It's attitude. My sister be like, oh, just go ask him. I'm saying it's not that easy for us. For you, it might be easy, but for us, me and Shaq, it's like, no, we can't ask him, because it could be automatic no, an attitude, or maybe sometime like 2% so yes. know what I'm saying? So I felt like it was more like a dictatorship, man. Sometimes I catch myself acting like that too. I was like, hold on, let me chill out because don't want to be like my father. I mean, he's still strong-willed, strong-minded. Yes, I got it, but he has to be. But the way he did it, I felt like it was in the wrong. That's just me.
MJ pretty much. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
MJ pretty much is saying that dad was stern, which he was a very stern father. But
the first time I heard you feel self-reflective.
Oh, you said it again, Bree. Sorry, cut out.
What happened?
He had cut out.
You cut out, Bree.
I was agreeing with you, like, yeah, because Uncle Marcus was stern. Like, he'll tell us okay. Too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. But sometimes you have to appreciate that sternness, though, because I'm glad. I mean, there's some things that they could have done differently. Like we did have bedtime until like 17, 18 years old. We had a strict bedtime. You know, we had chores. We had certain times to take a bath, all that stuff.
We had to take a bath. We had to take a bath.
Damn, didn't tell you what they do about the bath?
Right, he be like, all right, y'all go take a bath. Like, what? We just got home.
Can you also speak on how it affected what you brought into your relationship?
Yes, 1 second. Sorry, Jeremiah just no. But how it affect the relationship? My relationship?
Yes, like things that you might have brought into it.
That's tough to say too. Okay, so I think that what I had to realize, like I saw my dad teaching my brothers how to mow the yard, change a tire, like hands-on stuff, change the oil in the car, like stuff, real hands-on stuff. And then Jeremiah didn't have his dad to teach him that. So I had to adjust what I expected out of Jeremiah because, you know, he didn't learn those certain skills from his father. And so I at first when I met him, I was looking for those in him. And I had to realize, oh, he didn't have that privilege with his father. So, yeah. But other things that I realized my parents did that I brought to a relationship, like I watched, like she would get dad's clothes out for work or, you know, help him with dinner and stuff like that. And
must make sure nice. I do that
same thing. I do that same thing for Jeremiah every day when he goes.
Must be nice.
Brady, you want to speak on the relationship you had with your parents?
Go
ahead now.
Hey, they're my rollies today. You know, they're my rollies. But growing up, I was really scared of my dad because he didn't look approachable. I feel like I couldn't talk to him about stuff because I didn't know what his response was going to be. My mom was the best friend mom.
Not the parent mom.
I could go to her about everything. You know, she made sure we was well taken care of. And also, my dad's in the military too, guys, so I didn't see him as much. So, because he was overseas fighting and stuff too. So therefore, my mom has to be that, you know, that our main go-to person or whatever. But looking at their relationship, it's weird because you don't think about it. But Evans is just like my dad, guys. It's fucking scary. He's exactly like him. And I didn't think that I wouldn't say attracted to my dad because that's kind of weird. But I guess I'm attracted to my dad, how he is as a figure or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I will also say that I'm very different than my mother, though, when it comes to a relationship.
So would you say it affected you in a positive manner or no? And also, could you elaborate on the household you kind of grew up in? Because I know your mom was here, your dad was here. So basically, sometimes you didn't see them interact with each other. Could you speak on that?
Yeah, when it comes to, you know how me and Lily grew up in the same household together. Cord, not so much. But with Lily sees like our father was never there for us, blah, blah, blah. But I saw my dad is doing whatever he could. And we had the nicest shoes. We stayed in the nicest houses. We had the nicest cars.
Surely did.
I took it as, okay, we're very successful. But Lily took it as that was a downfall for her or whatever. And like now, like the way I am, my personality is completely different than Lily's. Lily talk like she a gangster, she from the hood. I'm like, bitch, nigga, what you do, Bob? Why you talk like that, you know? Or whatever. But What was the other question?
So you would say it affected you in a positive manner?
Um, yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Is there anything that you wanted more from your childhood, or?
I wish there was better communication. Like I wish I was taught more life lessons, like
Yeah.
That's everybody.
sexual conversations, what is sex, finances, things like that to prepare me rather than me going out and figuring it on my own because I figured out a lot of things on my own.
I agree.
Okay, I had one more. So did anybody have a negative impact from growing up in their household that affected their relationship?
I feel like the way we are, like as cousins and how we talk, we don't we saw the negative sides, but we turn it into a positive for our
Who?
relationships.
Who?
Well, me and Delussa, I'm
Okay.
sorry, MJ.
Okay.
Speak for your damn self, cause
Well, NJ, elaborate. What are you talking about?
Negative? Like I
what's the
said,
negative?
sometimes I act like my dad because I just all I saw was dictatorship. Now sometimes I catch myself acting like a dictator in my own house and Shayna be like, "Bro, I'm gonna knock you out. Who the hell you talking to like that?" Because I saw my dad talk to my mom like that, so I thought it was the norm. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a negative way, and I'm still controlling it. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, I see myself just like my dad. What I want in my house, it needs to happen, type deal. Uh, I want to cook. Sometimes I want dinner to be ready so I can after work. Sometimes I wish I had my clothes laid out. Sometimes I want this and want that for my wife to do, but I got to realize that in today's society, that's not the norm, right? Because my dad demanded it, no mean it's the right way. How he demanded it, means it's the right way how he demanded it. So that's why I think I saw it. As I think about it, it's the negative way how he was doing it. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, it's what he said. His house, he paid bills and stuff like this.
Okay,
So I do have a question going off of MJ. Um, Evans, y'all know he's a different culture, and his house was totally different. And so basically, what everything he is saying is what how your parents are, right?
Yeah, my parents are traditional still. You know, Pop's still, he's the only one working. You know, the breadwinner, you know, his structure, his ruling. Mom is, you know, submissive, cook, clean, um, watch over us, all the other stuff, you know. Um, I guess from that, what are you trying to find?
MJ was like, that's not the right way to do it, but in some relationships it works.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point too, is like figuring out what works for you. Does a modern thing works for you, or this new modern thing? I don't know.
So, do you agree with how your parents were growing up? Like, how
Definitely.
did it affect you?
I feel like I feel like I became more responsible. Like I wanted to take lead, want to be that like my dad, to want to make sure everyone back home is taken care of, that I can be a person to be rely on,
Yeah.
to have somebody that, you know, that's watching out for me too. Seeing that how my mom and dad work with each other like a team, it never felt like my dad was like a dictator. It just felt like he was the lead, like, you know, almost like the quarterback. Like it never felt like he was above everybody else. Like he just had to lead his team, which I
Yeah.
appreciated.
I like that analogy. And
That's
I just
beautiful.
want to say, sorry, I didn't mean to skip you on that go around either, by the way.
It's all good, bro.
But yeah.
I think for me, I developed like this codependency thing because I always felt like I was missing something. So like I think it presented itself in like my past relationships. Like I would, even though they're toxic as hell, especially my last marriage, like I felt like I needed to be loved, and like I didn't. I mean, in hindsight, I was looking for love, and like I would just attach on to anything that resembled that. You know what I'm saying? Because I say single parent household, but I kind of grew up with my grandmother too. So for me, it was both father and mother not there. And you need your daddy, but damn, you need your mama.
Right.
I be damn. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would say two parent households are a must. That's my standpoint.
Sorry, go ahead, babe. You got it.
Because it's something, when you said that, it reminded me of a conversation me and Bree had. Is like, I think it's very important to have a 2-parent household, but because it's important to see it. But if there's no guidance for 2-parent household, I don't think it really helps out. Because you can see 2 people together and they're arguing and there's no real peace between them. Like, damn, I don't want to be married. That's what I'm about to deal with.
Yeah.
It's like this could be the opposite with the one parent. If you see your mom struggling the whole time, it's like, damn, that's not what I'm gonna do. The first thing I'm gonna do is find a person, get serious, and get married. So it's like it varies.
What is the norm?
That was I was gonna elaborate on that. Can I elaborate on that?
Yeah,
I was gonna say a while ago. We did grow up in a 2-parent household, but I mean, and I understand our parents had struggles. You know, we weren't wealthy or anything, so they did struggle back in the day, and you know that stuff causes tension. It causes stress. So it wasn't always happy times, and it wasn't always lovey-dovey between our parents. So that's why I always tell Jeremiah, if we are not happy together, I don't want to just stick around for the kids. Like, if we're not happy together, it's not going to help our children. Don't just be with me because of our kids. And I think that's because, I just watched those moments in my parents' marriage where it wasn't just as lovey-dovey. And thank God they're still married today. Congratulations to them. And they're happy in love.
They got money.
But I don't want to be married to someone if I'm not happy.
All right.
We can still be cordial and friends and stuff and keep it cordial.
What do y'all think about say you're with somebody and in the beginning, like you said, it's so much stress and shit, so it don't seem like it's a happy relationship, but after the kids are out the house, after you finally at a phase where you're financially stable, at the end, like getting towards the end when you're older, that's when the relationships, that's what I've seen more of my parents, more lovey-dovey. After we graduated, my dad retired, he's very successful, my mom was working, she doing her own thing, you know, that's when now they're like, oh, that's my man, he coming home, but before I didn't see all that, so it was like, before I'm just like, okay, I kind of don't want that, I guess, but now I don't know if y'all seen that in y'all parents.
I mean, see it now. My dad got a little extra money.
I see your mom and dad too. Like, I'm like, dang, Uncle Marcus and Titi Sarah, they still be snapping the eyes out there.
I think what comes with it is that like a lot of our parents, like they didn't show like their struggle to us. Like they didn't let it reflect on their lives. Like I remember like my mom telling me, I think it might have been the PS3. Like I asked my mom, can I get the PS3 for Christmas? And she was like, no, it's 6 of y'all, I gotta get everybody gifts. So, but at income tax time, you could get PS3 or whatever else you want. So it was just like I didn't see it everywhere in the house or some of the work she put in. Like my mom missed a lot of basketball games, but if I wanted shoes, like I had money to get shoes. I had every phone that I wanted growing up.
Hell yeah, you switched phones like it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So she kind of made the sacrifice of, hey, I want him to enjoy his life. So she worked a lot and missed like a lot of events like some people parents was at every game, and it's like, it kind of affected me in a lot of different ways. Like, oh, you got to see your parents, at all your games, like where I had everything physically, but not emotionally. Oh, they weren't at games, and also the kind of household I grew up in, like we didn't say I love you. So like dating sometimes it's like I hang out with my sisters all the time, like bye. And so in a relationship, they might have grew up where, oh, they said I love you to their siblings, I love you, mom. It was something that was regular and at nature to them. And for me, I in my relationships, it's like that wasn't nature to me. So it's not that I'm being mean or I don't love you. It's just that I didn't grow up saying I love you every time I hang up the phone, because that might be the last time I talk to you. I just say, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Like,
yeah.
Bye, motherfucker.
Do you think there's different ways to say I love you though? Do you think it should be always verbal or?
I don't think it could always be verbal. Like sometimes, like as men, like we understand that like we have to take care of the household. Like we have to make money. Like our struggle is totally different. Like in a relationship, I already know like I don't want a woman to ever be able to put me out. So and I want everything that I want. So I went into it like I'm gonna make enough money for me, her, and kids. So whereas she might struggle every day thinking about, oh, he doesn't love me because he doesn't do this, he doesn't do this, but she doesn't understand that my mind is working. Oh, I'm gonna make sure we got money. Like you could quit a job and not have to worry. Oh, I have to work. I have to work. No, like you could quit. Like I aligned this so I make enough so you don't have to work. So what she struggles with and what I struggle with is totally different. Like I'm thinking, oh, let's make sure we got enough money, kids, bills, you could live the life you want to live and we don't run out of money. That's my everyday struggle, where her everyday struggle is to get him to say, oh, I love you. So it's like,
So I just feel like everything that you're explaining is everything that you basically went through though. So you're saying you wished you had it the other way where the parents were at the games, but if you're doing that now, how are you going to be the opposite of what you grew up?
no, so I don't wish I had that, right? I'm grateful for the way I grew up. Like I think a lot of lessons I learned during that time. So like out of all my family, like I know how to manage money. Like I made 60,000, 100,000, and blew it. So like I know like like for real, like just blew money. But like I know like how to manage money. I know, oh, like you do this for your credit. You do this, you can get your credit right. Like I did resumes. I did business cards. I started a business. So it's like I did a lot of things that wasn't normal in my family, and it's because of those lessons I learned early on. Like I grew up, oh, we didn't have a lot of money where my mom could not work, right? So what I said is, oh, any woman I marry will not have to work. So, oh, how do I get there? And then everything else is, oh, I make sure that happens. I make sure that, oh, my daughter has everything that she wants, and so I lined my life up like that. Some things didn't go as right. I'm not in a household with her. So, but it just goes back that I said, hey, I wouldn't be a deadbeat or whatever. Like, I took, like, Jada's mom, I took her to court. Like, I'm going to see my child. A lot of people like, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. That costs too much money. Oh, y'all deadbeats. Like, that's what you wanted. Like, you the one to fight for your child. Like, okay, whatever it costs, like, I'm going to see my child because that's what I want. So,
Yeah.
and if she finds somebody that's just a little bit like me, then I'm happy.
That's beautiful.
So I guess you kind of answered your own question too, because I did want to wrap the question around you was asking everybody else, so I did want to get your point of view on your own question because this segment is about you anyways. So what y'all thinking, guys? Anybody else got more questions to talk about with this topic here?
I think this is good. I kept it
That's a
PG.
good topic.
I kept it PG.
You guys have anything you enjoyed?
I kept
Not
it
this
PG.
next one.
I kept it PG, but not this next one. Goddamn it! Let's go. Y'all ready for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Bree. Introduce the topic.
Okay, guys. So the next topic, it's a little spill, so just hear me out here, and then MJ, I'll tell you when to cue the picture.
Gotcha.
So, how do you feel about female enhancements, like your body work, like getting your boobs and stuff done, makeup, nails, lashes? Is catfishing becoming more normal in society? So I watched this TikToker, that picture that I showed y'all before.
Ready?
She's a TikToker. Yeah, go ahead. I don't know her name, but she is scaringly beautiful. That's how I describe her.
Got both of them up.
Okay.
Got both pictures up right now. Yeah. Everybody get a good look at it because we're about to talk about this.
All right, y'all good on the picture?
Yeah.
So just start off with the first part. How do y'all feel about female enhancements?
Let me go. Let me go. So I don't mind it to a certain extent. Now the pictures we just saw, yeah, that's the problem. Because at the end of the day, let me say if I try to have a kid with you and you come out look at the pictures to the left.
No, seriously.
Like I can't. Now I'm catfish because I feel bad because now my child is ugly as fuck, or could be ugly as fuck. At the end of the day, listen, I don't care. By chance, yeah, I'm gonna call my child ugly. Great, grace of God, are cute. But I'm just saying that's a problem because men can't. I would say most men, straight men at that, do not wear makeup. Right? We have
But
what?
A lot of men fill in their hairline and stuff like that.
That's not makeup though.
Fake beards. So what if we don't want our son to grow up and have a receding hairline at 11?
What men with fake beards?
Well,
1%.
It's
Less
out
than
there
1%.
though.
Yeah, they do.
It's only like 0.5%. Yeah.
It's not as rampant as it's easier to find a female like that picture than to find a guy with fake beard.
No, just how we can easily change it up. We don't know we don't know what's in y'all's beard right now. We just assume it.
I can tell you.
But we could take that. We could get a wag and wipe that makeup off. There you go. Most guys got full beards. It's only 0.5% of maybe got fake beard and a toupee. Yeah, I wipe it off. Like, come on now. But anyway, it's because we feel in our hairline and a little enhancement. That don't mean nothing. When females got a lot of enhancement, you could legitimately change the bridge of your nose with makeup. I see today on TikTok a girl was applying lipstick and make her lips bigger.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You change yourself at the end of the day.
I feel like that's what we all do though. We all kind of change ourselves. I think the problem comes when it's a determining factor, right? So if she did that and you didn't care how she looked because you loved, this person for, the emotions, what they bring to the table, and you didn't care about how they look, then it wouldn't be so much of a problem. But I think the problem comes when you're tricking the man on something that he wanted. Like he naturally came to you because, I think you're beautiful. But that's you're tricking him on that aspect. So if you take that away from the equation, he wouldn't have came to you. So I feel like that's when it becomes a problem. Like if she did that to her face and you knew how she looked, then that wasn't a problem to you at all.
But ain't no woman just gonna sit there and say, I'm ugly. Without
she might not say she's ugly, but if you've seen her before, like she doesn't look like that all the time. I think the problem is when you're tricking them. Like if you met a man and he said he had a nice car that he had borrowed from somewhere, he took you to a house that he had borrowed from somewhere, and you fell in love with him, and then he said, "Oh, that wasn't mine." You will feel tricked, and you will be like, "Oh no, I'm gone." That's the same thing. Like she just tricked you, and then now you're like, "Nah, I'm gone."
It's messed up because men are visual creatures too. You know,
we
choose our women. You know, you ever heard that joke? Yeah, it's like a little joke. It's about like this guy has 3 women or whatever. One of them does this for him, the other one does this for him, and the other one does this for him. And like, which one does he pick? And he's like, the prettiest one. Like men are visual creatures. And I mean, men catfish too. You put on a nice hat, grow a beard. Look at Drake. That nigga ugly as hell, bro.
Not ugly.
Right.
Bro.
Drake ain't ugly.
Cut that beard off. He looked like Aubrey from Degrassi, bro. He looked like Aubrey. I'm just saying, But it's messed up, man. We could catfish too with a beard and a cap, but I feel like they should outlaw makeup. That's my personal opinion.
It's a difference though, like a full length or natural.
I think we should all go natural, bro.
I mean,
that changes the whole population right there.
What changed up?
It wouldn't be no ugly people no more because people start breeding with them. They just disappear. Population to get prettier and prettier. That's natural selection. I'm just saying.
That's what them hairlines, bro. They be spraying them hairlines. We just said they don't like that. You ain't know went to a barber, he tried to spray you?
I spray mine on.
See, there you go.
I mean, it's not as big.
That 1% y'all was talking about right here.
Exactly.
It's just a hairline, though. It's just a hairline. I make it thicker. I just make it a little thicker.
Yeah,
it's still natural. It's still natural.
You're really bald-headed on the top.
No, it's still natural. I just make it a little thicker right here.
I'm saying, what if you is bald-headed and now you done tricked this woman? She's seen that hairline before she seen you.
Oh, shit. She got makeup on, so she tricked me, too. We tricking each other at the end of the day.
So basically, We even, all right? We are even people.
No. We're not even. Hell no.
It ain't even.
Even right. Say anything.
Well, what I was saying was, I'm okay with makeup to extent that it doesn't change the person. Like, if you look like a completely different person, then makeup, you're doing too much.
Agree.
Like, I can understand trying to enhance like your eyes or your eyebrows because that's like your feature. You want to highlight it, but changing it is like painting a new face on you. That's a problem.
Totally agree.
Who's like, what is too much? You might say that's too much. The next person might say, oh, that's just enough, and she gonna paint it all face in 2 different tones.
2 different tones.
Yeah.
Because they do be over.
Neck be a whole different color.
Neck and then.
Yeah.
Well, going into another segment of this, I just feel like sometimes men do contradict women. Because me and Evans was having a conversation yesterday at the table, and he was like, "Yeah, if I do go to the strip club, or if I go to Hooters to look at some titties, or I want them to have the makeup on and the wig on." And so now it's like, okay, for our financial gain, for y'all to be tricked and take care of us, we do gotta enhance ourselves.
Well, the question was more like, you were saying you were gonna come in there natural, and whatever you have there, you're gonna sell it, and they're gonna buy it.
Why can't you give me money without these braids in my hair, without these nails on?
Because you're ugly as fuck. That's why.
I think that's a majority thing. So in that case, you're trying to attract everybody and money. In the other case, is just I'm looking for one out of all these that's out there. So in one case, you're looking for one man. So you have on the makeup, you change your face, so you can find the man to marry you. In the other case, you've put on makeup and enhancements to pay bills. So I think it's kind of hard to relate those two.
Well, when you find a man to marry, that's you getting your bills paid, ain't it?
I mean, you still gotta keep yourself upkeep.
But you're not looking for money from multiple men. In the case when you're looking for a man, you're looking for a man. And when you go to a strip club, you're not going in the strip club saying my husband is up there dancing or my wife is up there dancing. No, you're saying I'm gonna give them some money and I'm gonna go.
I feel like if we outlaw makeup, then this little whole ego thing would go down a couple notches. These chicks out here,
I agree.
Their ego be gone.
I agree.
Can't say nothing to them right now. Take away makeup, please.
Do you think the whole
Maybe begging for you to look at them.
Think that'll disappear if we do that?
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, it's always some dude somewhere that's gonna do something now.
Take one for the team.
I'm just saying, it wouldn't be no fuck nigga free songs out here. It's all over.
Well, the standard of beauty would go down.
No, I would. It would still be up there. It'd just be the natural beauties. It'd be the Leahs out here, the natural 90s looks. Yep. Pam Greers, that type of stuff.
It was Pam Greers.
Let's bring it back. That's my take. Bring it back, please. You can't tell who pretty no more. Fusing out here.
You really can't. And Shayna be like, you like these girls with these fake titties and asses. I sure we do. I know it's fake, but hey, it looks good to me. All that too. Yeah, you can stop all that. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's contradicting.
It's crazy when men are naturally more pretty than women.
I mean, yeah, it's contradicting. We talking about makeup. If somebody have a fake ass, fake titties, I think that's okay. Can you give yourself look apart? Yeah, it's okay to me.
Why is it?
Huh? Cause we like who said Jeremiah said we are visual creatures. I know they fake, but constantly I know that it's still gonna be there all times. But the fake asses have to look right. I'm a titty guy, so I like titties better than asses. But you got a nice fake titty and a decent ass, we good to go.
I think that's the illusion too, right? Because it's like you're looking for a woman with big breasts, big hips.
Yes, sir.
It's like your instinct tells you she could bear your children and they will be healthy. So it's still fooling your instinct. Then you have kids with them, and they all frail and
That's genetics.
They ain't surviving out here. They got bad genetics. Yeah, you fucking with a natural selection. The white man doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
So that's a real thing, babe. That's what you think, that the thicker the woman, the kids will be healthy?
I mean, he's saying you're not subconsciously thinking that. Like, oh, those hips is gonna bear the best babies.
Yeah.
But you're attracted to it because scientifically
That's nature. Yeah.
Like, she'll be able to bear children properly.
Oh, I thought men think of it as a sexual aspect. Like that booty gonna be jiggling when he
We do.
That's
We do.
We do.
I mean, that's what your mind tells you.
Who said we
But
do?
your conscious mind is telling you, yeah, your kids will probably survive. Girl, go ahead with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, just saying, most of everything we do, we think man, most of everything you do is in your DNA, man. You just coded to do this crap. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, what about our little titty women and our little booty women?
What about
you gotta have a cute face. Not too much makeup though.
You starve because you wouldn't have no man. There be nobody going to get you food. You starve.
You bring something to the table. Hell, you better be cooking and stuff.
There will be no more little titties. Natural selection. Out of here.
Say the lesson.
Men are messed up.
Why are we messed up?
Exactly.
We can't have standards. So we say we can't have standards. Y'all can.
Y'all saying we can't have standards?
Okay. Who said that? When did say that?
You talking about it's okay for guys to fill in their hairline and beards and stuff like that.
It is.
So it's okay for women to wear makeup.
It is.
It's your fault.
We don't change our appearance by filling our hairlines and no beard. But y'all change your whole appearance and putting makeup on. That's the difference. That's the biggest difference. Appearance.
It's just enhancing what we already have.
No. Fuck no. With Les, I'm not gonna got a picture. With Les, her wedding photos, she look totally different from what she is now.
No, she did not.
Yes, she do. Yes. No.
She catfishing him, Jack.
Bruh, Les looks totally different.
We ain't got a picture of my wedding.
I mean, I could probably pull it up. Give me a second. I'll pull it up. I'll bring it to the screen.
Please.
Sure. Give me a second.
Like 2012 when she had her eyebrows.
Bruh, listen, hold on. Let me go to your. Let me go to the.
It's all right. I wish I knew her back in the day.
You know how all.
What you was called?
Ew. Let me go to the last one. Where's the last one? What?
I was brought by this damn.
I'm trying to tell. Let me search the lesson right quick. Where she at?
She looks amazing.
My wife.
No, she was cute. Don't get me wrong, but she did not look like herself.
She fine.
Whatever. Y'all not gonna get on my case.
This is one example.
I look great.
You
Do
did
have
look
the
good.
picture? Do you have the other picture of the next woman that was catfishing?
No, you gotta send it to me.
You can throw your picture up there real quick.
I better throw your picture up there right quick.
Yeah.
Everybody can see.
Jeremiah, you agreeing that the Luster was catfishing you on your wedding day?
Well, let me see.
She looked with makeup and without makeup by that time.
So I'll look fine.
Yeah. I mean, I think she always look pretty. As long as she ain't got her hair up in that little bun.
So if you would have met the Delessa you seen at your wedding and the Delessa you see now, would you still take her?
Man, I thought Delessa looked beautiful at the wedding, but I like Delessa with her hair down. So that is more, even if she ain't got makeup on, that is more attractive to me than hair up and makeup.
Right.
No. So the question is, if you see Delessa now, right, that's Delessa, and then the other Delessa that you seen at your wedding or sitting at the table, which one are you saying, I want your number?
You are taking too long to think.
I mean, I'm trying to really analyze it.
I had on lashes at the wedding, and Jeremiah don't even like lashes.
So that's in the tournament.
So natural beauty 1, makeup.
Yeah.
All right, y'all look at the stream right now. Look at it. I gotta pull it up. Yeah, viewers can see
Not
it.
you went and found the photo.
Delissa looks the same.
flattering.
No, she does not.
Why you pick that photo, though?
I love that photo,
That's
babe.
not flattering.
Yes, it is.
Then I look to say, look at her now with no makeup. Look at that one. She look Hispanic in that photo.
She's like a what?
Hispanic.
Well,
I thought you said sand nigga.
Hispanic.
Oh.
Look at her. She catfishing. I mean, cute.
And
No,
Jeremiah is looking like, who is this?
That's what I'm saying.
It's not a flattering photo. She did not get my approval.
That was a beautiful photo.
We have some really good photos from that photo shoot that she has not posted. I just don't understand.
Which is
You like different ones, and she like you like that natural. They like that. Oh, I done put 17 filters on it, and now it look good.
Oh yeah, the photographer.
She had a lot of makeup on her face that day.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel
Men be like, "Fool, funny."
I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it.
I think it was more just like making her more light skinned. I mean,
Yeah, I think that's what that is, MJ.
What was that?
Her lips really big as hell.
Oh, get off. Take this picture off.
Let's do
How do you
that.
take this picture off? Y'all ain't finna be talking about me.
Oh.
You alright, Shorty?
Well, the whole purpose of this conversation was men are very contradicting because women today be like, oh, I want the natural beauty, but then want some makeup on later on. And then they make us feel like we have to have on makeup or have our nails and hair did majority of the time.
I feel like they're calling me ugly.
I mean, you look like me, so yeah, it kind of is ugly.
I ain't ugly, homie.
I call myself ugly all the time, so.
You shouldn't think that about yourself.
And listen, man, we call ourselves ugly. You know why? Because we know we ugly. We know we ugly.
So how do you guys feel about hair enhancement? Because I saw this this graduating class full of black girls, and they all had on the sew-ins and the wigs and stuff. And I even saw a fight, and this girl got her wig snatched off at school. And I just remember back being in school, nobody wore wigs or sew-ins, stuff like that. So it's like really a thing now for teenagers, freshmen, and sophomores, all of them to wear like wigs to school. How do y'all feel about that?
My kids gonna wear pigtails like we did in school, everything, because baby, y'all not grown.
Yeah, I'm saying trying to grow up too fast.
Right. Y'all better slow down. Y'all don't want these problems. Y'all want these bills.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it to a certain extent. Because honestly, it's just me. Take a grain of salt. I really don't like short hair women. So you gonna make your hair long? Then okay, make your hair long.
So you're okay with Audrey going to school with a wig on it in ninth grade?
Yep. Do your thing, girl.
That's crazy.
What wig am I gonna wear today?
Hey, she got it.
You want little boys to be tracking to your daughter. You
Yeah, if a grown man tracking to my daughter, guess what? I can take the 9 out and get to shooting.
Yeah, I think times kind of changed everything. Like, you know, they do everything now. Like, they have lines, spray paint, they have limos. I mean, we going to homecoming. We ride carpools and we go ride in the same car.
Riding the vans and stuff.
Like, yeah, so exactly. So it's just kind of like the times. Like, I don't think.
Josh, you will be okay with Jada going to school with the wig?
Nah, probably not. But that's my household, and like,
it's just a wig, though.
I don't even think I would get her nails done. Like, and she's 4, but she like going to the salon and get her nails and feet done. Like,
she pampered. Yeah,
I would think, oh, that's too young. But whereas like, why not go get your nails done? Like, you like pink, like, so it's like so it's kind of like different times. Like, but I don't ever remember my sisters ever going to get their nails done, feet done until they could do it themselves or a man was doing it. So
I feel like getting your nails done is more of hygiene versus a wig is to please somebody else's mind and satisfying them. Like, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of women wouldn't get their hair done as much as they should if we didn't have like Instagram and Facebook and things like that.
Right, but that's like saying if the same situation, instead of her getting a wig, it's she get her hair did every week for school. Then when they would say, "Oh, is that too much?"
No.
Like,
do you want CPS coming to your house if your daughter hair ain't done?
I don't think so during these times.
Exactly. So why you? It's the enhancement part of it that I'm talking about. Just do your own hair. You don't have to put in the wig. You don't have to put in the braids or nothing like that. Do your own shit.
What if they do it just because it's easier though? Like,
Yeah, right. So because Jada has had weave in her head, like, but she has hair, so it's like, why did you put weave in her head?
Okay.
yeah, what if your daughter's in high school and she has these wigs because it's like, I don't feel like doing my hair this morning. But boop, throw the wig on real quick. Out the door.
I just think it's weird for, I don't know. Maybe I don't think it's like kid appropriate for them to wear wigs.
Oh, yeah, because usually wigs was for bald-headed people. That's how we grew up.
Listen. I've been in high school. I've been in high school trying to recruit these high school people, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, or whatever. These kids are more grown than ever. It's just the time. They are more mature. Their body are more mature. I'm like, these are like 17, 18-year-olds, 16-year-olds. I'm like, dude, you like a grown woman right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the time. I mean, yeah. But it's just a time now. Everybody eating good. Looking good, got social media, so you gotta look good on social media at all times. TikTok taking over, so it's just the times. I mean, we probably don't think it's good, but
y'all don't think that's
the times. Like, is it okay? Do we just let it happen? Like,
you gonna have to
have this process of like liking our own hair before we wear somebody else's.
You gonna have to, because do you want your kid to be bullied in school because they don't have weave and stuff like that? I see it happen all the time in high school.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with people.
You gonna have to deal with it. I mean, I ain't said they gotta have weave all the time. Like, oh, okay, for prom, you gonna get their hair done there, their nails, feet, and stuff done for prom.
That's different, but we're talking about these kids are doing it. It's their everyday living,
and you have to.
That's their lifestyle.
So you have to let your kid do it because it's part of the lifestyle. We have our lifestyle. We have our lifestyle growing up. They didn't have that lifestyle growing up. Now, I'm not saying you still get them to talk about the sex talk and stuff like that. We're getting all off topic, but anyways, the sex talk.
My question is, I think it's a little toxic to allow that, because they're wearing the wigs, like you're saying. The way you're saying it is, they're wearing the wigs and stuff to keep up with the lifestyle to please others.
We say it is.
We should be the parents and teach them that, hey, you don't have to please nobody but yourself.
Love yourself.
Love yourself first.
Let's start at home.
Mm-hmm.
That starts at home. So Nova will not be wearing weave.
Everything you did in high school was for somebody else.
Yeah. It's Nova goes to ask, Mom, can I get some weave in my hair? You gonna say no. Now she's gonna rebel and put weave in her hair.
Wigs and like frontal sewing.
All that.
Like no ma'am. Now braids and stuff, that's a little different.
Because that's our heritage. We're African. What?
Just a little cleaner and stuff.
Well, I wish to understand, but she gonna rebel because if her friends getting it, then she gonna want to get it.
Well, I hope we are able to teach her to love her hair, love herself, and not feel like she has to rebel to please others and to keep up with the trend.
Well, pray to God she have long hair then,
cause that's your own damn trend.
Start your own trend. That's what I want to teach my kids. You don't have to do anything for anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's good.
It depends on how you raise them. Like if you raise them to, hey, if it's not affecting your life, then and you like it, then do it. And then they treat everything like that. Then it's kind of like, oh, they wouldn't go in and fall into that thing because if they don't like it, then they won't do it because they do what they like, and as long as it's not affecting them, they don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So.
Would you feel okay with Nova wearing wigs to school?
No.
All right.
All right, they're gonna rebel.
And nothing's wrong with it. If he said no and his kids didn't wear wigs, it shouldn't affect nobody else's life because that doesn't hurt them. That doesn't do anything to them. But if MJ said yes, then it shouldn't matter. Like who's right? Who's to say who's right and who's wrong?
I get you saying. You're right. You're right.
It's not affecting your life, so it doesn't affect you. So like.
I'm just saying they might rebel. Just seeing how these kids are growing up now, they're gonna rebel, y'all. So be prepared.
So you're gonna give a cat parent. You're gonna give Audrey whatever she wants.
Hell no. But I think for her, if she feel like she more confident in herself by putting wig and makeup on a little bit. Not a lot of makeup. I'm talking about get her eyebrows done and lipstick and stuff. Okay, cool, fine. But if she don't want to do it, she don't want to do it. But I feel like this. I have a cap of what she cannot do. I think wigs and weave is it's okay because it's part of our culture anyways. I feel like to this day, it's part of our culture. It's part of our lifestyle.
That's true.
So she can have it. And 10, because she gonna get it when she turn 18 anyways. So ninth grade, go ahead.
But I think 18 is more of a reasonable age.
I mean, I think 14, 15 is too, because that's when you start maturing.
But is she paying for it? Is she working for it? All that under 18, no, you don't have a say so.
I mean, Rich is true, but if she wants it, she gotta work for it. All right, what you gonna do for daddy for me to pay for you to get your hair and nails done? You gonna clean the house? Oh yeah, you're right. Doesn't sound right. But you gonna clean the house?
You know too, man. You
gonna clean the house? You gonna do the laundry? You gonna mow the yard? You gonna do what you gonna do for me to earn it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She have to earn it. I teach her as well. You know how to take care of a man. If I want this for my man, I gotta do this for my man. What?
What about that one? Know about that one, player?
Hey,
maybe she learned how to work for things instead of depending on a man.
No. Let me rephrase it. She gonna depend on a man, but she gonna know when she get married and she don't want to work and stuff how to take care of a man. Put it like that.
What it is, you just want her to value herself, and you want her to value the work she put in.
Yeah,
so,
value herself.
You know, I did this for this. So like I mowed the grass for MJ for 2 hours to get this dress. So this dress is really worth like 2 hours of my time that I'll never get back.
Well, when she want that dress, she gonna get that dress.
Like all that you just explained just
all I'm saying, she gonna have to work. If she wanna look good, she gonna have to work for it.
Which is understandable. Nothing is given for free, no handouts.
Just saying.
She gonna have to work for it, boy.
She gonna have to work for the makeup.
So that's why you still make that
mad. Oh, I'm not. I'm just listening. Even. So, how do you feel about if you had a daughter, letting her go to school 9th, 10th grade wearing wigs?
I'm not buying it. I think especially during that beginning of high school, I feel like you start in the beginning to trying to find yourself, understand all these hormones you're going through. I think it's very important to have self-love in that beginning stage and not be hiding behind that makeup and wigs and stuff like that. I can get out of control quick.
That's exactly what I've been trying to explain. Yeah.
But you can have self-love at the age of in 7th grade, 8th grade.
What was that?
You can have self-love at 7th, 8th grade though.
You can get it 5, 6 years old. I just feel like in high school, that's when it becomes almost under a magnifying glass, especially with the people around us. Like the environment you put your kids in. Like we can say and do whatever we want, be the best parents in the world. But if they grow up in a harsh environment, they gonna come out harsh as hell.
Yeah.
Well, before we wrap it up, I was gonna say what I see in New York, most little kids already got makeup on. Hair day, wigs, and stuff like that as well. So you are right about that. Depending on the environment you in, it depends on what you gonna want. Cause these little girls 7, 8, 9-year-old, I got makeup on, try to do their hair with weave and stuff like that. Little girls.
That's crazy.
I'm talking about 8, 9, 10, just walking around, cussing, nails done, acting all ghetto and stuff with wig, acting like they mama pretty much. So you're right about that. It depends on the environment. Depends on what the kid gonna want at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think the water's different in the city too.
The water is different in the city.
Look at Tupac. He died 24. How old that nigga look? I'm 29.
You look 24.
That nigga look like he about 45. That nigga grew up in New York, New Jersey.
He grew up in Chicago.
And then LA.
You're right. You're right. He
California or something like that.
He look like a grown ass man. I look like a kid still.
I do too.
I'm down in 30.
But wait, you don't drink water, so.
I'm just saying, them city folk grow up fast, bro. They be grown already.
Yeah.
It's because of the environment, so they see more too. Like MJ was saying, he see makeup there, whereas you go to Dubai, you probably won't see nobody with makeup on. So.
Not that young,
right?
So it just all depends on the environment.
Yeah.
All right.
Anybody else anything to say before we wrap this thing up?
No.
Hey Nova, I got your back, girl. I'll buy you a wig. I'll buy you a wig.
Wow.
You ain't gonna wear it. She can't date till she 18.
That's true.
Say 18. The lesson gonna say 14.
She sure will.
15, 16 is cool.
I think
15, 16.
16.
What?
She gotta get married till she's about 25 for mine. She could date at 16, but could get married till she's 25.
Nah,
Say
yeah,
16. Now she gonna be 13. Got a boyfriend.
Now, were y'all dating at 14, 15?
We are man. We could do that.
Well, you would date somebody's daughter?
This
Hey,
is a
that's-
whole nother subject. We need to hold on for another.
Okay, you're right.
We need to write them down on the notes and get ready for the next one.
Let my
It's over with.
I know what you want, little nigga. No,
I've been there.
you ain't trying to marry, so get the hell out of here.
Anywho, it was nice talking to you guys on this episode number 3. Josh, we really appreciate you for coming on and hanging out with us. Hope to see you again.
All right, anytime.
All right, y'all. I'm finna go to the bathroom, so I'll holler at y'all.
Bye.
All right. Bye.